Hello student, very good morning. Today I will teach you about the law of gravitation. Actually, the law of gravitation is very interesting and very wonderful chapter. The law of gravitation, actually the gravitation is a such type of phenomena which can be seen around us everywhere, and it is a very interesting because anybody fall is not a tendency of that object to fall down. Actually, it is a tendency by an earth to attract everybody towards itself. Actually, gravitation is first time an event held with Mr. Isaac Newton, which has seen that an apple fall down from an apple tree. Then what is the reason? He thought, what is the reason behind it why an apple fall down? It is a tendency or it is a other any event. What is the reason behind everything that fall down towards the surface of the earth? And another thing, the natural tendency of any object, the natural tendency of any object to go just in a straight line or according to inertia, either it will be in rest or it will be in uniform motion. But when we see in the universe, around the sun, every planet is moving in the elliptical orbit. Why? And even moon is in a circular motion around the sun, earth. Why? Why moon is in circular motion around the earth? Such type of phenomena can be explained by the gravitation. So first of all, I will see about what is the law of gravitation and what is the impact of this gravitation. Actually, the gravitation impact, we cannot assume the effect of gravitation is enormous about our expectation. It has a very wide range in the universe, from falling of an apple to the whole universe is governed by the law of gravitation. So we can see that the law of gravitation and the gravitation's impact is from falling off in simple object to the whole universe. Let us see what is the law of gravitation. First, we know that the force of gravitation equal to G m1 m2 upon r square. What is the meaning of this formula G m1 m2 and r square? First, we have seen that anybody falls down due to gravitation. Anybody in the universe rotating in elliptical orbit. That's why the elliptical orbit of any planet falling off an object whole phenomena is going through the law of gravitation. We can explain such type of phenomena by using law of gravitation and the gravitational force. So let us say F equal to G m1 m2 upon r square. It means when in a free space any two objects m1 and m2 m1 and m2 are two objects apart distance small r. Apart distance small r. This means that the law of gravitation exists in nature only in attractive force, and it depends upon the mass. What I am speaking, that the law of gravitation is based on the mass-based force. Yeah, it is based on the mass. When two masses are kept apart distance and the distance between two objects is r, then the law of gravitation tells that the force of attraction will work on the line joining the straight line. This means that the force of gravitation, the force of attraction, we should carefully understand that in the gravitational force there is no existence of repulsive force. This implies that the gravitational force has only the nature of attraction. What I am speaking, clearly understood that the law of gravitation and gravitational force states that it has only the nature of attraction. It has never the nature of repulsion. It has only one nature, that is attraction. So it will attract any two bodies among themselves, between two objects. Right now we have to see that the m1 and m2 are two masses kept at a distance r. First, let this force F1 is applied by m1 on m2. Similarly, m2 will attract m1. Similarly, m2 will attract m1 towards itself. So F1 is the force exerted by m2. F1 is the force exerted by m2 on m1. Similarly, this is the force F2. This is the force F2 exerted by m1. Exerted by m1 on m2. Let us explain that F1 equal to force applied by m2 on m1. Force applied by m2 on m1, and similarly F2 equal to force applied by F2 is the force applied by m1 on m2. But the main thing is that whatever they are applying force on each other, but the main thing is that F1 will be equal to F2. F1 will be equal to F2. F1 will be equal to F2. Because here we can see that the force between two objects is M1 G M1 M2 upon R square. is the net force between two objects due to their masses and among the distance itself. Okay.